Leadership often calls us to move beyond our comfort zone and to move beyond what we already know as people. Leadership often takes confidence among many other attributes. Hi, I'm Jimi Hendrick, and this episode is called Dare to Lead with Confidence on Empower Your Pattern 2.0. There are success patterns to help you receive more, to help you live a better and extraordinary life right now. I'm Jimi Hendrick. I am a success, confidence, and thrive coach, member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and if you come with me, I will show you these success patterns. Let's go. Okay, guys, have a little guest lecturer here, John C. Maxwell, and so we're gonna listen to him for a little while, and then I'm gonna chime in for a little bit, the last few minutes to give my insights.
As we go to G2, about you know, getting better, that makes them. We go to G2. Let's review what the first G is about. 3G leaders are grounded. They have a foundation that makes them solid. And we've studied that the three qualities of a grounded leader are humility. They have an understanding of their place in light of God and others. Authenticity. They are comfortable in their own skin. And 3, they have a calling. They have a purpose that is bigger than themselves. The second G is growing. The great leaders are growing. They have a hunger that makes them stretch. Stay with me in the paragraph. A growing leader is a little wiser today than he was yesterday. He never stops learning. He never stops reflecting. He's not afraid of change because he knows that growth is dependent on it. He is more concerned about getting better than being perfect. He is constantly looking to improve himself and the people around him. So I sat down and I spent a great deal of time on this lesson because, I wrote the 15 laws of growth. I talk a lot about growth. And let me give you a little bit of my thought process before I teach it today. As I thought about you and how important you are to me, and I thought about the vitality that growth brings, I began to ask myself, what are the areas that a person has got to make sure that they grow in? I suppose we can grow in a lot of areas, but if you're going to be really good, you got to get it down to a few areas where you say, these are essential to my success. And what are they? And so I had the most wonderful day. Margaret and I have a cottage up in Highlands, North Carolina, and it's in the mountains, and it just lets me get away. And I took my legal pad and I asked myself for an entire day, John, what are the essential elements? What are the essential areas that a person really needs to grow in to be successful? Let me give them to you. Number 1 is confidence. Confidence. I love this humorous thought on confidence that I have next. Confidence is the uplifting feeling you have before you truly understand the situation. Hey, by the way, show your hands. How many of you have been there before, huh? You just feel so confident and you feel so good. You go, whoops, whoops, whoops. Okay. Great leaders are confident in themselves. They're confident in their vision. And they're confident in people. And the result of that, confidence in themselves, their vision, and the people, the result of that is that the people have confidence in their leader. A confident leader gives people confidence. In fact, I'm going to do a whole lesson on this next statement because when I had my legal pad and I was spending my day just thinking on this, I realized once I made this next statement that I was on to something and I've got to go tap into my mind a little bit more and pull it out. We think of leaders sometimes and we think, oh, they're so charismatic. And we think of charisma as a personality. Listen to me very carefully, because what I'm going to say is going to help some of you. Confidence is the core of charisma. When you see a person that has charisma, the core of that ability to be free and open and enjoy their life, the very core of that is that they are confident in themselves. And I remember so well, let me tell you a quick story. I remember so well. This would be, this would be in the 1970s. And Margaret and I were going somewhere, and so I stopped at McDonald's. They didn't have a drive-through then. I mean, it's where you got out of the car and you went in. And I wanted to get something to eat, and I wanted to get a Diet Coke. And so I went in and I asked for a Diet Coke, and I'll never forget the girl behind the counter said, "We don't have Diet Coke, we just have Coke." And I said, "Okay. Then I'll tell you what, I don't want that. Just give me a cup full of ice." And she looked at me and said, "Oh, I don't think I could do that, sir." I mean, she's looking on her little deal, and there's no place where you punch a cup of ice. And so she said, "Well, she said, I don't think we could do that." And I smiled real confident at her, and I said, "Yes, you can." And I'll never forget. She looked at me and said, "Okay, okay." And she went over and she got a cup. She got an ice. She was happy as a clam. Gave it to me, and I thanked her very much. And off I went. And as I walked back to the car, all of a sudden I realized what confidence does for people. Yes, you can. You can do that. Oh, okay. Woo! Never thought of it before. I would wish for every one of you today as a coach to really become a confident person. If you want a marketing plan, nothing sells like confidence. Nothing. Once you're confident and you truly know that you can help people, once you truly know that you can add value, I can tell you, I can look people right in the eye and I can say with all the integrity in the world, "Trust me, I can take you to a whole new level in your life." I'm not BSing them. I'm not delusional on drugs. I know. And guess what they do? They buy into that confidence. So I began to ask myself, what are the confidence killers? If we're going to grow in it, we got to know where to clear the weeds, don't we?
Now we're going to talk about something that is a confidence killer, and that's low self-image. And so, I call myself as a confidence coach. And one thing I want to tell you, and then I know it's not easy. We all struggle with our own hang-ups and everything. But as a confidence coach, I'm going to tell you the same thing my granddad told me when I was a kid. When experts were saying, "You're dreaming. You're wishing your life away. Give it up." I remember that. And I remember how much it hurt. But I also remember the weekends with my grandparents. My maternal grandfather was sitting at the dining table with him. And he said, "James, son, you can do anything you set your mind to." So, as your confidence coach, I want to give you a little guidance here. Alright? Be sure to listen to me, okay? You can do anything you set your mind to. Be and do what God has called you to be and do. Lead as God has called you to lead. Oops, wrong button. Now, in last moments together, we're going to have what's known as a meet in the study. Let's meet in the study moment. And I'm going to talk to you about something. confidence can also be gained by who you surround yourself with. If you're surrounding yourself with positive, proactive people, then yeah, you'll go far. You'll go far. You get your wings to dare to lead. But if you're being around negative, reactive people that just want to make things worse for you, you're going to lose your confidence and you can't dare to lead. And so that's why I brought in Dr. John C Maxwell to add a little flavor. I like the way he coaches people to dare to lead. And that's what we got to do. We've got to dare to lead. It's important to see that. It's important to see that the people of confidence, they're the silver lining people. They're the silver lining people that make all the difference in the world. Okay? Now, you've heard me speak about this with all my heart. You've heard me talk about the importance of being able to dare to lead with confidence. And the good antidote to give you get confidence is the right associations. And I hope you can see that. I hope you can hear that. I hope you enjoyed listening to Empower Your Pattern 2.0. If you like what you hear, please subscribe, become a citizen of Pattern Realm. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, don't sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others won't so you can, do what others don't so you can be what others won't. Do what others won't so you can have what others can't. Choose, act, and pursue happiness. And by all means, please, have a blessed day.